In this video, we're going to talk about probability. When you're talking about probability, you're talking about the likelihood of something happening or the chances of something happening. So for example, let's look at this scale here: 0, 1. If the probability is 0, it means it's never going to happen. If the probability is 1, then you know it's definitely going to happen. So if you're around here, let's say this is a probability of 0.3, it means it's unlikely to happen. And if you're up here, let's say a probability of 0.99, then you know the chances of it happening is almost certain. It's quite high up. So the nearer the 1, the more likely it will happen. If it's near 0, then it's unlikely to happen. So for example, let's say you roll a die, then the probability of you getting let's say a number 3, it's going to be 1/6. So what that means is if you look at the scale here, 0, 1, split it into 6 equal parts. So it would be like this. So this is 1/6. So the probability of you getting a number 3 would be around here. So it's unlikely. If it's nearer to 1, then you know it's certain. But if you're down here, then you know it's unlikely. Well, anyway, the probability of you getting a number 3 here would be 1/6. Well, you can convert it to decimal here. 1 divided by 6 equals 0.17. I'm going to round it up. 0.17. So the probability of you getting a 3 is 0.17. Okay. Let me give you some more examples here. Let's say you're going to flick a coin here. The probability of you getting, let's say, you can make something up in here. Let's say you getting a head is well, the probability of you getting head is 1/2, assuming that when you flick the coin, it's not going to land on its side like this vertically. Okay, let's just assume it's either heads here or tails down here. Okay, so the probability of you getting a head is a half. So if you draw the diagram here, 0, 1. So probability of you getting a head will be a half. Okay, or 0.5. Okay. Here's another example. Let's say you've got a packet of cards. The probability of you, let's say, probability of you getting ace of hearts. Hearts. Well, there are 52 cards in a pack, and there's only one card that you're interested in. So the probability of you getting that one specific card is 1/52. Okay, so let's say the probability of you getting a king, say, a king would be, well, there are 4 kings. So you could have you could have a king of hearts, king of spades, king of diamonds, king. Well, there are 4 kings. So well, the probability of you getting a king would be 4/52. Okay. Okay. Here's another example. Let's say you've got a bag of sweets. There are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 white sweets and 2 purple sweets. So the probability here of you picking a purple sweet, let's say purple here, probability of purple. Oh, by the way, you can make something up. You can put anything in the brackets here, just so that we know what we're talking about here. So probability, this P stands for probability. And then you can make something up and put it in here. So probability of purple, or we could say something like this: probability of, and we could do this if we want. Okay, so this is just between us communicating with each other. So you can make up anything in here. So the probability of purple is 2 over 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7, because because there are 7 possible outcome. Well, when you put your hands in here, your hand in here to pick up a sweet, you could pick one of the 7 sweets. But the 2 that you're interested in, well, there are 2 that you're interested in. So the probability of you picking a purple one would be 2 over 7. So if you draw your diagram here, split it into 7 equal parts here. So probability of you picking a purple one would be around here, 2 over 7. And normally when we're talking about probabilities between 0 and 1, so we could convert it to a decimal here. So cancel 2 divided by 7. Oh, hang on. 2 divided by 7 equals 0.29. 0.29. So the probability of you picking a purple sweet would be 0.29. Okay, so it's somewhere quite low down. Or you could say probability of you picking a white one would be 5 over 7. Okay, so just remember probabilities between 0 and 1. If it's 1, then it's definitely going to happen. If it's 0, then it's never going to happen. So the probability of me picking a red sweet would be 0. Okay. Yeah. So the nearer the 1, the more likely it would happen. The nearer the 0, then it's unlikely to happen. Okay.